In today's GTA Q&A video, I'll be talking about what NPC could be in a cop DLC. I didn't mean to sound like Dr. Seuss there. Also about GTA 6 loot boxes, maybe. Also more Benny's cars. And the biggest thing missing from GTA 5 that should be in GTA 6. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Now, yeah, we're doing this on a Tuesday again. Look, the days are I woke up today and thought it was Wednesday. I don't even know what's happening anymore. The first question from a guy named Joe. What do you think, if ever, we get a cop DLC for GTA Online? Do you think Dave Norton will return? And also, wouldn't a high-end assassination mission be fun to add to the game? So he's wanting to know what NPC I think would work for a cop DLC, assuming they ever add that. Honestly, look, you could maybe argue for a few people, but I would say just keep it simple. It's not necessarily, or he is not necessarily a cop, but Agent 14, we have a connection to him. He's obviously, with the FIB and all that, but we have a connection to him. Maybe he recruits us to go undercover as a cop somehow, and that's what leads to a cop DLC. He would be the contact. He would be what gets everything started. And, look, they could even make another contact like the assistant or something inside of the new police property if this was going to happen. I think that makes the most sense just because they've already, or us as a character have already dealt with Agent 14. Again, we have a connection through some of the little bit of story we have in the game. Rockstar probably has connection with like that actor. So I would just say if there's a cop DLC, let him be the character that we contact. I don't think there's a need to get crazy with it. And you mentioned those high-end assassination missions. I would love to see that. I mean, they kind of tried to add that, I believe, a couple years ago, but you never see those anymore. It would be a cool thing, though, maybe to combat the police DLC. Like, the police DLC could have two sides. You could either be policeman, where you're trying to stop the assassination missions from happening, or, you are the assassin, and you have to kill some high-end targets before the police, that are other players, stop you. I think that'd be a cool addition to a cop DLC, to that idea that we've talked about for a couple years now. Masked Geek, he says, do you think Rockstar will monetize GTA? Either by keeping the current shark card system or trying to implement more microtransactions / loot boxes. If they add more, I'll likely pass. Yeah, for sure. Okay, number one, of course they're going to monetize GTA 6. That is not even a question. But how is going to be interesting, because look, they've made billions of dollars, literally billions of dollars with a B on the shark card system. So clearly that works. But look, all of these companies always want more money. So I would say are going to definitely keep the whole shark card system. But I don't know, man, it wouldn't surprise me if they try to add some sort of like loot box system to the game just to squeeze more money. And that'll be something, us as a community have to voice our opinion against, if they ever do come out and give us information, when that time comes, we're going to have to just say, look, that's not acceptable. And I feel like if enough people say that, and if there's enough people coming out and disagreeing with their philosophy, then they might change it. They kind of did that, I believe, with Red Dead Redemption Online. So it's not like they don't listen, but definitely they're going to be monetizing that game. Now, this is an interesting question from Kevin. Should low ranks have their own servers until they reach a certain rank? This is something I don't think we've ever talked about in GTA Online. And it's an interesting idea. Look, some other games have this, where if you're a lower rank, you don't get to play with the higher ranks because it's not really fair. And I don't necessarily agree with that. However, I had a cool idea that's not even really a new idea. I believe The Division had this, and some other games probably have this. But what if, and I'm not saying this is necessarily a good idea, or if it's a bad idea, I'm just giving an idea, and maybe you guys can let me know in the comments what you think. What if there was a separate PvP section on the map? We're going to take GTA 5, for example. And GTA 5 isn't constructed this way, so it's not like the perfect example. But what if, for the majority of the map, you couldn't do damage to other players? Unless maybe they were doing a mission. Like, we can throw that in there. If you're doing a mission, you're transporting stuff, sure, people can kill you. You're not safe. But if you're just a regular person just driving around, most of the map would be off limits for other players to kill you. But what if they added a PvP zone? Let's say, I'm going to say, I don't know, the military base, maybe the airport, I don't know. They could add different areas where PvP is a go. It's different from GTA because GTA's never had restrictions like that. But other games do that, and I think it could be interesting. Again, I'm not necessarily sure if it's a good idea or not, but it would be interesting if they had, let's say in GTA 6 now, if they had like gang territories, a part of the map like that, where PvP was enabled. Like maybe around Grove Street, if we're comparing it to GTA 5. Maybe around Grove Street and that stuff, there would be PvP. I don't know. It would be an interesting concept for sure, I think. Alex, if you were able to choose 3 to 5 cars to be upgradable at Benny's, which ones would they be? Also, what would you add to improve Benny's? Like adding more wheels, color-tinted windows, and more. For sure, for that second question, what would I add to Benny's to improve it? The customization that they had in Midnight Club LA. Midnight Club LA, if you never played it, was made by Rockstar. I believe, I don't actually know how many years before GTA 5 came out. But that was one of my favorite racing games of all time because of the amount of customization you could put onto your car. They had the liveries and vinyls and stuff that you could choose and make your own, and it was just incredible. And then you could actually sell those cars on like the market for other people to buy, which was amazing. I would add that to Benny's. The ability to make our own liveries and stuff, and then the ability to upload those maybe to the website or whatever to sell them and then make money off of that. Clearly, Rockstar have done that in the past, so I would like to see that added. As for 3 vehicles, I would like to see upgradable at Benny's. Look, the Sultan is my favorite car at Benny's, so I would keep it along those lines. Like, I don't know, the Kuruma, for instance. I think that could be a really cool car at Benny's. The Dinka Jester, that's maybe more of a sports classic car, but at least the Supra version of it, that would be amazing at Benny's, I feel. And honestly, I'd probably go with another supercar. I don't know, at the moment, maybe like the Tempesta. That's one of my favorite supercars that I'm driving around. So I would say maybe the Tempesta, add in another supercar, because I believe, you know, we only have 2. It's the Nero, and I think it's like the Itali GTR or something like that. So maybe another supercar. In the comments, what 3 would you add? Max, he says, what is the biggest thing missing from the map in GTA 5 that you want to see in GTA 6? I think hands down for me, the biggest thing missing from Los Santos, the map, is islands. I think that's what made the previous GTA game special. And I don't know why, maybe. I don't know if there's like some underlying deep reason for them being special, but I just loved islands. I loved going to one, or starting on one island, and then, at least in the story, like having to progress through the islands and unlocking them. I thought that was a cool feature. And, you know, if you wanted to go to those other islands before you unlock them, you got 5, 6 stars. And in GTA Online, it's unfortunate because we don't have islands to use the boats and the water in the game. You know, the water is a really cool area, but it's not really used because the rivers don't run through the map. The rivers aren't even really accessible by boats. They're not even rivers. It's just like a big stream. So I would say islands are the biggest thing missing from the map. I would love to see more islands, bigger islands, things that would get us to actually use the waterways and the boats in the game. And then the final question, this is just a question I thought would be kind of fun for everyone to answer, since we're, 7.5 years into GTA's life. Kyle, how many hours across all characters and platforms do you have in GTA? So just on Steam alone, I have 2,400 hours. Now, yeah, that's not just GTA Online. That's a lot of single player stuff too. But 2,400 hours, and that's, I think it's like 100 days. And that's just on PC. And I played a ton of Xbox 360 and Xbox One and PS4 before the PC version came out. So I would probably say I'm maybe pushing like 200 days. I don't know what that is in hours, but I would say I definitely have like 175 days. If I have 100 days already on the PC version, I probably have just as much, if not more, on the Xbox 360 version, because that's when I was freaking going hardcore in GTA Online. So yeah, I'm probably pushing 200 plus hours or days in the game. So let me know in the comments what you guys are at. I think that would be an interesting thing to see. But that is going to do it with this Q&A. Thank you all for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA Online content. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.